I specifically was talking about my experience shooting for a company called Facial Abuse.
And you're back again, but just for the record, what is your legal name? And the stage name you go by?
Felicity Feline.
They also felt that they had the rights to use my name in any way.
Okay, now is that what you went by the first time? Was the feline attached? It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
what's that?
do you want me to not use that?
Oh, no. I knew you as Felicity for some reason. I didn't know if the feline was attached the first time you were here. It was?
It was.
Okay, so that's what you're going by again today.
They had the rights to use my name.
What do you know about the scene? What do you expect? Like, tell me what type of things you expect to be doing or having done to you today.
Well, I'm pretty mentally prepared that it's going to entail rough sex, rough deep throating, gagging, possibly vomiting, slapping, spitting, and different varieties of that.
Okay. So, as you said, it's a deep throat, rough blowjob, vaginal sex with two guys. You know you're going to be slapped in your face, spit in your face, choked, and verbally humiliated.
Yes.
That sound about right? All right.
It is so important to stay true to yourself.
You know, the style of the interview is just degrading and humiliating. Hey, bitch, you're back, you dumb cunt. You know what I mean?
I just wanted money. I wanted fame. I wanted attention.
I have to play the role of an asshole. You play the role of a submissive, so just, sit there and take it. Anything that is said isn't meant. It's all a character. Just to make a note, like, you and I have kept in contact since your last shoot. Hopefully I'm not an asshole for real. I just do it well on video.
I just wanted money.
But the type of interview is basically, why are you doing this? I'm also going to ask you like personal and invasive questions. I want to know, about your life or what brought you here, what brought you back here,
What they didn't tell me was that even in the beginning of the scene, and there's a little interview that happens, one of the first questions that they asked me was if I had ever been molested or touched as a child.
No way. I want to see the receipts. Now,
it's important that you know that if you don't want to talk about specific things, you don't have to talk about it. If I ask you a question and you're uncomfortable discussing it, keep your mouth shut and don't answer it. If, once it's out there, it's out there.
This is something they did not disclose with me. This is something that's completely unacceptable.
Now, I'm going to read your body language. If I see I'm stumbling on a topic that makes you uncomfortable, I'm going to try and pull it from you. But by all means, that doesn't mean that you have to spill your guts and talk about something you don't want to talk about.
This is something they did not disclose with me.
And the conversation can get weird. It could be like, hey, why are you doing this? Does your dad know? Did you ever have to blow your dad when you were little? You know what I mean? So you'd be surprised. Some girls just open up and talk about some really horrific things.
I've watched almost every video.
I wanted attention.
I've watched almost every video.
This is something they did not disclose with me.
How did you do last time with the deep throating? Was it easy, difficult, moderate? How would you?
I mean, moderate. I have a decent gag reflex. I mean, it's not easy, you know what I mean? But
right.
I thought I handled it okay.
Okay.
I think it took a little bit to make me actually throw up.
I remember you being very laid back and chill your first time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember having any issues on set with you at all.
Oh, I mean, I know what I'm getting myself into.
Wow.
I know what I'm getting myself into.
You made this decision and now it's going to be on the internet forever.
I know what I'm getting myself into.
I wanted to know what it was like to be treated like a rag doll.
I know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look at Felicity now. Remember when she did this?
If it's ever too uncomfortable and you need time, all you have to do is stop. We'll stop rolling. You take the time, whatever you need to, get your head right and come back.
And I think everyone has the right to want to get to know themselves in every way.
I'll tell them before we actually start, like, hey, this is going to be in her ass. She's handling it. You guys don't touch her ass, and they'll respect that. Okay. All right?
Just because, I'm comfortable with that one,
Yeah.
but, that's, the only thing I want to do as far as,
Yeah.
input.
That's fine.
I felt very pressured into doing that type of work because of the porn industry.
This is not okay. This needs to stop now.
Which brings up another point. If anything happens here that you're not cool with, all you have to do is speak up. If anything happens here that you're not cool with, all you have to do is speak up. And what I tell girls is that you're playing a submissive role, but don't lose your voice. And what I mean by that is, you're playing a role. In real life, if something hurts you, if you feel lightheaded or you need to take a break, you just stop. Just tell us. You can break character and say, hey, I need a break, and we'll stop.
So this company, like I said, it's a degrading site. Obviously, in the porn world, this is sort of a subcategory that is questionable. Some people love the idea of rough sex, rough porn, BDSM. I understand the intrigue behind that. Look at Felicity now. Remember when she did this?
Let's start off by you telling me, what do you know about the site? What do you know about the scene? What type of things do you expect to be doing today?
Well, I've done my homework. I watched almost every video on there. I watched almost every video on there. So kind of mentally knew what I was doing.
And that's, I guess, in a sense, why at that age I was curious about it, and I had shot for them because I was exploring my own sexuality, and the idea of being manhandled and having rough sex was kind of exciting for me at that age because I had not experienced that in my personal life.
What happens with a lot of women in particular is they fall back to their sex appeal only because it's an ingrained ability that doesn't need to be cultivated,
Okay, well, give me examples, like specific things that you expect to happen during the shoot.
Getting a big cock shoved down my throat.
Mm-hmm. This to me is completely, it's so messed up.
Hard, rough sex. Possibly, giving head to the point where I vomit.
It's so messed up.
I hope I don't have to eat my vomit.
You don't. You don't have to eat it.
Good. Slapping, spitting. Can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the brunt of it right there. The slap. Yeah. I just want to make sure that it's a rougher scene, that you are being spit on, you are being slapped. There's humiliation and degradation that's involved. I just like to make sure that the agents or whoever you spoke to, do the right thing and let you know, hey, this is what it is, so you're not walking blindly into something that you think is one thing and it turns out to be something else.
And the truth shall set you free.
Many people that consume porn, I'm sure, maybe have heard of this type of porn where it's extremely degrading. They actually want women to throw up in the scene. They want to degrade women as much as possible in the scene.
Yeah, I thought about it for a while, because I did, like I said, I watched all of them and I tried to picture myself in that situation. I kind of told myself if I could do this, then I think mentally I could prepare myself for any other type of work.
That's absolutely correct.
Look at Felicity now. Remember when she did this? I just wanted money. I wanted fame. I wanted attention.
This will probably be one of the more bizarre, hardcore shoots you do in porn. That's what we're known for.
What type of world do we live in? Are we okay with treating our women like this?
Oh, these guys are willing to give me things because they're sexually attracted to me? Okay, well, how about I do that then?
That's always gonna happen. Think twice about what you're consuming. and how you're supporting women. Thanks.